Hi students, myself Venix Alexander, your biology teacher. Today we are going to discuss about the unit 18 genetics. Okay, so what is genetics, why this topic is very important, and what are the advancements that taken place in the genetics. All these things we will be learning from the end of this lesson. Okay, so let's come to the topic, what is genetics. Before entering into the topics, so let me ask you questions. Why the puppies of dog is same like a dog? In our family also, our brothers and sisters, okay, father and mother, we are all look like. We are all same, alike. Why it is so? When we go out, suppose our relatives, they will say, you are look like your father, you are look like your mother, you act like your father, you act like your mothers. And why do they say? All these things, we call it because of the single term, that is genetics. Okay? So genetics is the study of heredity and variation. It is a branch of biological science which deals with the heredity and variation. So in genetics, the gene is responsible for the transmission of character from the parent to offspring, from one generation to another generation. Today we say the DNA is having the genetic material. DNA is the genetic material which is transferred from the parents to offspring, which carry all the information, which carry all the character from one generation to another generation. But in 18th and 19th century, most of them, they did not know actually what causes the transmission of character from the one generation to another generation. They were confused and they accepted whatever the philosopher and the scientists told, the hypothesis. Hypothesis never will be true because it's the predictions. It can be true, it can be false. But who has given the clear idea? So it is all because of the Gregor Johann Mendel. We are able to explain about this topic, genetics. Okay, this term genetics is given by a scientist, W. Bateson, in 1905. He is the scientist who has observed, who has given the term genetics. In NCERT textbook, it is written as a 1905. In State Board book, it is written 1906. Okay. So, I told you genetics is the study of heredity and variation. What is heredity? You should know. Tamil parambara. Parambara. Certain characters will be transferred, or the attitude of that one group of population will be transferred. How it is possible? The heredity is nothing but transmission of character from one generation to another generation. From forefather to father, father to grandfather, forefather to grandfather, grandfather to father, father to children. So this is the way the transmission of character pass on from one generation to another generations. Okay, so we know the gene is responsible for this transmission. Am I right? So in olden time, in 19th century, Gregor Johann Mendel is the scientist who has given the term factors. He did not know actually it is a DNA and it is a gene. He has given the term. Factors are responsible for the transmission of character from one generation to another generation. How he come to the conclusion that factors are responsible? Who is he? So he is an Austrian monk. Okay, he joined in the monastery, Augustine monastery, and became a priest. Okay, he was carrying out more than the 9 years the experiment on Pisum sativum. What is Pisum sativum? What is a common name for Pisum sativum plant? That garden pea plant. Garden pea plant only, we call it a Pisum sativum. That's a botanical term. Okay. So how he got the interest to find out what causes the transmission of the characters from one generation to another generations. Actually, the interest came by reading a blending of inheritance, okay, or else inheritance of blending theory. What that scientists say, when the two parents' gametes character are fused and it will resemble in the offspring. Both the parents' character will be fused and it will transfer to the offspring. But he wanted to testify how far this is correct. So he was one day he was walking on his garden and he was able to see pea plants, different height and different colors of the flower, as well as the position of the flower that poured and the seed cover pannirukra and the outer idu. Okay, protective layers, that's we call it in pod. Okay, that also is in bulged out. In some plants it is in constricted. Okay, and when you collect the seed is round color and some seeds are wrinkled color, and the seed color also, and he was able to see it is an yellow color and green colors. Okay, so he wants to do more things on this. He was able to see many contrasting character in the pea plant alone. So thereby what he has done, he has taken this pea plant as his experimental model. The pea plant becomes his experimental model because it has a lot of advantages. When he has taken the pea plants, the lifespan of the pea plants is very short. And the pea plants, they involve in the self-pollination process. Okay, and they produce a large amount of seeds, large quantity of seeds. He can able to conduct his experiment as much as possible. He conducted experiments more than the 10,000 plants. 10,000 plants, okay, with 34 varieties of the plants. Okay, so his experimental year is 9 years and he has conducted experiments on 10,000 plants, and this 10,000 plants belongs to the 34 varieties of the plants. So he is a great. So when he was doing all these experiments and he finally come to the conclusion, the factors are responsible. The inheritance of blending experiment is disproved by Mendel, Gregor Johann Mendel. Okay, that's what we call it a Mendelian theory. He proposed that theory, we call it a Mendelian theory. Do you understand what I am saying? So before entering into this genetics, we should know certain terms. Okay, so here I will be explaining the terms related to the genetics. Chromosome. So chromosome is known as the vehicles. Transmission of genetic material. Okay. Where? So inside the chromosomes we will find, a small portion. Okay, small portions. We will find the helical structure, that is we call it DNA. DNA is, what is DNA full form? Deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay. A small portion of DNA is called gene. A small portion of DNA is called gene. So each gene code for a character. Each gene code for a character. Do you understand what I am saying? The chromosomes. So it is present in the nucleus. Okay. So we will identify this chromosome, and this chromosome contains DNA structure. A small portion of DNA is known as gene, and this genes code for proteins, that's an characters. Expression of protein is known as an characters. Okay, the gene is nothing but inherited factor. Inherited factor. Okay, gene is nothing but inherited factor. What is the alternative form of gene? Alternative form of gene is known as allele. Is known as allele. Is an alternative form of gene. Got it? So a chromosome is present inside the cell. Okay, nucleus of the cell. We will identify the coiled structures, that is we call it a DNA. The chromosome is known as a vehicle of transmission of genetic material. Okay, so inside that chromosome we will find the DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. This a small portion of DNA, a segment of DNA is known as gene. Okay, each gene is responsible for the expression of the factors, that is we call it a character. So gene is defined as the inherited factors. Inherited factors to express the characters of organism. The alternative form of gene is known as allele. Okay, so let's see where that allele will be present. This is a chromosome structure. Okay, this is chromosome structure, DNA, clear? Okay, inside the DNA, so small portions. This is gene. Okay, so the genes will be having the factors. If we take, so listen. So a pair of factors responsible for a gene. Okay, a gene contains a pair of factors. So this is an gene A. This is gene A and this is gene A. So gene A, they have one gene have a pair of contrasting factors. This is we call it an allele. This is an allele. Okay, so this is we call it an allele. Allele A. This one allele small letter A. The capital letter A always expresses the dominance. Okay, dominancy. The small letter A expresses recessive, not able to to express completely. Do you understand? Clear? So alleles are alternative form of gene. Am I right? That one we know that. Clear? So characters, listen, this is one character. Example, tallness. Tallness is the character. Okay. So this characters is formed by a pair of factors. Okay. The factor T. And this is, we call it an factor. And this one is an allele. Okay, allele always in a pair, chromosome always in a pair. Okay, so factor may be a single or it may be a pair. So this is an allele for the tallness. Okay, a pair of allelic forms for the character tallness. So here you see this both are capital letters and both are similar. The factors are similar. So here you see the factors are similar. The factors are similar. Okay. So this is a similar. The alleles are same. The alleles are same. So thereby this a pair of allelic form which are similar is known as homozygous. Homozygous. Do you understand what I am saying? Homozygous. A pair of allelic form for a trait is resemble as same, then it is an homozygous. This is an homozygous. So this is also a factors for a trait. This is also a factor for a trait. See in this, one is a dominant, the capital letter T, another one is a recessive. Different form. So different form of allele. Different form of alleles. So this different form of allele pair for a trait is known as heterozygous. Heterozygous. Do you understand what I am saying? In the character எடுத்துங்க, the character ஒரு tallness. Tallness என்றது ஒரு character. In the character constitute பண்றது factors T and T. Else is an allele. A, allele T, allele T. இந்த ரெண்டு T யும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா capital letterல இருக்கு. So it is denoted by the dominance. Okay. Since it is having the same, the allelic form of a pair of allelic form is same. The alleles ரெண்டுமே சேமா இருக்கிறதால we call it as an homozygous condition. நம்ம இத homozygous condition என்றோம். இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் homozygous condition என்றோம். Okay, this allele is same. But look at this one. இதுல பாருங்க. So இதுல capital letter T and small letter T இருக்கு. இந்த ரெண்டுமே different form of alleles for a trait. tallness தான் குறிக்குது. Character என்றது tallness, but you see that the allelic form, இந்த ரெண்டு alleலும் சேமா இருக்கா? சேமா இல்ல. ஒரு allele வந்து capital letterல இருக்கு, that is dominant. இன்னொரு allele வந்து recessive. Okay, so thereby it forms different form of alleles for a trait is heterozygous. ஒரு கேரக்டருக்கு இருக்கிற அந்த allelic pair வந்து சேமா இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது homozygous. Different இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது heterozygous. Do you understand? Okay, still we will have deep in that. So you know what is homozygous and heterozygous. Clear? Clear or not? Fine. So let's have. So what are the terms we have studied? Term chromosome we have studied. Next one is an factors. Factors are gene, then allele, then homozygous and heterozygous. So one more term, that is dominant and recessive. Okay, so here this is the allelic form, a pair of alleles. So in this pair of alleles, see, both are dominant, similar. Okay, this is similar. So in this form, this is an allele. One is dominant, another one is a recessive. One is dominant, another one is a recessive. This is a dominant allele. Why do we call dominant? The characters, its phenotype only will be expressed. Okay, so this allelic phenotype will be expressed outside, and clear. So this is, we call it dominant allele, and this one we call it a recessive. Why do we call it a dominant? Okay, the phenotype, the external appearance is based on this allele which is dominant. Okay, so this allele, the dominant allele, will not allow the recessive allele to express outside. Do you understand what I am saying? In the capital letter T, that allele in the small letter T il irukra allele adanudaiya character veliye kondu varama apdiye aduthu vechu mask over. Na idanudaiya character, inda alleluடைய character mattum namakku appear visible agum. So this is the visible trait, the visible character is not done by the dominance, So the allele which are expressing outside, expressing its phenotype, the allele which expresses this phenotype is known as dominant allele. The allele which is not able to express its phenotype is known as recessive allele. What is phenotype? I am saying phenotype. What is phenotype? What is phenotype? The external appearance of the character. Examples. So pea plant எடுத்துக்கினா pea plantல உங்களுக்கு pea plantல height ஒரு சில plant டாலா இருக்கும், ஒரு சில plant ஷார்ட்டா இருக்கும். அது வந்து டார்ஃப்னும். இந்த கேரக்டர் விசிபிள். ஒரு பிளான்ட்டை பார்க்கும்போது அது ஹைட்டா இருக்கா இல்ல ஷார்ட்டா இருக்குன்றது ஈஸியா கண்டுபிடிச்சலாம். இட்ஸ் a visible character. ஓகே, அடுத்தது கலர். கலர் பார்க்கலாம். So some flowers are purple color, some are white. Color visible ஆகும் உங்களுக்கு. And the shape, seed உடைய shape ரவுண்டா இருக்கும், ரிங்கிள்டா இருக்கும் shape. ஓகே, சைஸ் கூட எடுக்கலாம். சைஸ் large size, small size. These are the characters are visible to us. நம்மளால ஈஸியா பார்க்க முடியும். So these are all known as external appearance. The characters are visible to us. The external appearance of the character is known as phenotype. இந்த கேரக்டரை உருவாக்குற அந்த ஜெனடிக் மேக்கப் தான் நம்ம ஜீனோடைப் என்றோம். இப்போ டால் இருக்கு, இதுக்கு டாலுடைய ஜீன் என்னது? டி. இந்த டால் பிளான்ட் உடைய ஜீன் என்னது? டி. சோ இத நம்ம ஜீனோடைப் என்னும். இத நாம ஜீனோடைப் என்னும். டால்னஸ் என்றது எக்ஸ்டர்னல் அப்பியரன்ஸ். ஓகே, டார்க் என்றது எக்ஸ்டர்னல் அப்பியரன்ஸ். இந்த டால்னஸ் உருவாக்குற அந்த ஜெனடிக் மேக்கப் தான் நம்ம ஜீனோடைப் என்றோம். Do you understand what I am saying? So what is phenotype? What is phenotype? The external appearance of the characters of an organism. Okay, so genotype, the genotype is the genetic makeup. அதாவது இப்ப டால்னஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, டால்னஸ் இது வந்து phenotype. இத உருவாக்குற அந்த இது genetic makeup gene genetic makeup. Do you understand what I am saying? Clear? So we have learned the term. The first term is in chromosome. It's an vehicle of transmission of the character. The second term is in DNA. DNA is a genetic material, and the segment of DNA is known as a gene. Each gene code for a protein, and this proteins and expressed as the characters of an organism. Okay, so then we studied about the homozygous condition. Okay, a pair of factors, okay, or allelic pair, one allelic pair. Allelic forms are similar. Okay, always alleles are in pair conditions. Always chromosomes are in paired conditions. Okay, they always in paired condition. Okay, these alleles are similar for a trait is known as homozygous if the different alleles of a trait is known as heterozygous. Then we studied about the phenotype. Phenotype is an external appearance of the character of an organism. Genotype is the genetic makeup of an characters. Okay, tallness என்றது ஒரு external appearance. Phenotype இத உருவாக்குற ஒரு அந்த genes genetic makeup தான் நம்ம genotype. Genotype will not be visible to us, but phenotype will be visible to us. Okay, so next thing is why Mendel became successful in his experiment. What are the 7 contrasting traits he used? Okay, why Mendel became successful? Okay, that is the question. So as I already told, he was able to find out some advantages in the pea plants. So that's why he was able to succeed in his experiments. Okay, so Pisum, certain. See, if you are writing as usual normal things, you have to underline after writing the botanical name of the plant or the biological name of the animals. Okay, so you should write it because it is first letter should be capitals, remaining and all a small letter, and it should be the second one. This will be slanting positions. So that's why whenever you write it and just underline it the word or the name. Clear? Poison sativa means nothing but pea plant. Garden pea plants. The 7 contrasting character. Contrast means verubatta. Contrasting characters. Okay. What are the 7 contrasting characters in the pea plants? Number 1, height. So tall and dark. Okay. Position of flower. Okay. Axial or terminal. You know what is axial and terminal? The flowers is axial, terminal. Got it? Axial and terminal. The third one, color. Purple and white. Okay. And fourth you will identify fold, color and shape. Color, green colors. Okay, and find it. Brown. Okay, shape is an inflated, bulged out, inflated, is constricted. Okay, inflated na, bulged out, constricted na, surinpod. அடுத்தது seed. Seed எல்லாம் பார்த்தா உங்களுக்கு size, sorry, shape round and wrinkled, and the color yellow or green. Okay, yellow or green. Okay, next one we'll find it. All these things you will get it. So first thing is we have seen that height. Okay, so one is in height. Second one is in flower position, color bata. The third one is okay, fold, color and shape. Okay, fourth seed, color and shape. All these things you will get it. Clear? So 2 4 6 7 contrasting traits. 7 contrasting traits Clear? Do you understand what is it? Why Mendel became successful? He used 7 contrast traits. Along with it, he used mathematical calculation. Mathematical calculation to count the number of offsprings. Okay, he conducted experiments of more than 10,000 plants with 34 varieties. Clear? So in the next class we will discuss about what are the Mendelian experiments. Okay, so you will have the revised the concept of this lesson. So you have to read again and you have to listen again, so you will understand clearly, because this topic is a new topic to you and it will give you some times to get in touch with it to understand, but you have to understand and by listening again and again.